landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco, and to summarize, I'm having a bad time. I recorded a brief introduction complaining about how bad my week is. Basically, it's all homework and no TV makes Vasco something something. And then on top of that, while trying to stream, I don't know, we're having some kind of Twitch-related issue that I think Cotillion came up with the workaround for. We just like manually told it to pick a specific server to use that's local to me. And now we're not dropping every frame, which is like a thing that's been happening a few times lately. So we're just gonna hope it doesn't break again and get right into the game because it's already later than I want it to be. I have like stuff to do in the morning, so it's like a really especially horrible day to have technical issues. So obviously that's happening. But thank you to Twitch for the resub, Cotillion for the gift, the Devilish for the bits as well, and I think gift sub in there because just to round it out. You got a hype train comment. That's very exciting. We're gathered here today on Friday, October 25th of 2024 to play Fran Bow. A couple years ago for the big Halloween stream, we played in one sitting Little Misfortune, which is one of the best narrative games I've ever played. I might almost go so far as to say one of the best adventure games I've ever played, despite it really stretching the definition of that genre. But it's an exceptionally good game, and Neko has been pushing pretty hard for us to play this on stream. I didn't get around to it last year, and I promised I would do it this year, and so we're gonna try and get through it this weekend. Technical difficulties included. So I don't know a lot about this game, other than the fact that it is by the same people who made Little Misfortune. It similarly features like a little girl as protagonist and heavy themes. And I could say this, I've watched the intro cutscene and seen what happens immediately after that in an effort to try and set up the audio to not deafen anyone, because by default all games either deafen you completely or just have atrocious balance where you can't tell what's happening as you should. And so when you boot up the game, you immediately get a content warning. And then you get the main menu, and then you press play, and then you get another content warning, and then you see what I've described a moment ago as an introductory cutscene that is more upsetting than most horror games I've seen. Now, it's not that it's grisly in nature, but that coupled with the content warnings tells me that like this game is not messing around, and it will be dark, and so I have put Twitch restrictions on it in a way I normally don't bother doing. Now, we will watch this cutscene together, and if you do not feel comfortable, have a nice evening, go enjoy your time. But I think that this game will be fun. I'm not sure I will end up liking this as much as Little Misfortune, but they did a good job with that, and, well, we'll just see, shall we? So let's make that big window. Let's go over there. Still not dropping frames. Let's not dilly-dally. Look at her eyes follow the cursor. New game. This game uses an autosave feature. Obviously, it was made after like 2012. Everything's fine. It feels like heaven. I see my parents. They look happy. They have a present for me. I wonder. It's a cat. So sweet and pretty. Dark as the deepest night. It's Mr. Midnight. My best friend. My only friend. We are having dinner, and I see Aunt Grace too. I really like her a lot. It's Friday. My parents are going out. Aunt Grace takes good care of me. We are having so much fun. It's Monday night. I'm playing with Mr. Midnight. But something feels real bad. A strange creature outside my window. I don't like it. It scares me. Suddenly, I hear something. It's Mom, screaming. I know what's wrong. Bright light shines from my parents' room. I go closer. And closer. Mom? Dad? Please don't. Mm-hmm. Mommy? Daddy? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Yeah? Mm-hmm. This is the start of the game. We haven't even started playing yet. Cat will protect us. Mr. Midnight is a good cat. You seem pretty torn up about this. Shouldn't you cruising for a timeout? Now we've been picked up by what I can only assume is a cultist. Fran, please follow my voice. On the count of 3, you'll wake up. 1. 2. A 3. So that's about as much of the game as I've seen. Hold on, I have a hype chest from a hype train. Oh, cool, I have the chill girl emote. That's fun. Looks like this. Let me bring the game back up. It's one of those, if you click out, the audio goes away. Did Kate Walker get them? No, obviously not. Kate Walker's incapable of using a knife. She's like one of the only people I know who didn't do this. Yeah, I mean, so like, here's my thing. I have no idea what the rest of this game is like, other than that it is dark and that it has like 1,000 content warnings on it. But like, Little Misfortune dealt with heavy themes, but like, masked the entire thing in the perspective of the child, and so like everything was sort of fanciful and cute even when it was eerie and off-putting and you knew stuff was wrong. So far that was really blunt and dark, and I don't know. Hi Ice Bunny, weird time for you to join, hope you're doing all right. Yeah, glitter for Fran Bow. We need some glitter for sure. Also, I swear to God, I've adjusted the audio on the Yikes Forever sound alert that chat can do like 1,000 times, and every time someone uses it, it's still like too loud. And I don't know why it won't like take. All right, so Sigmund Freud here is greeting us on like the world's most uncomfortable looking therapist bed. Fran, how do you feel? Well, I gotta say, today, just not really feeling it. Feel like dying, having a bad time. I don't understand why you make me do this. Try to calm down. This is part of your recovery. I'll try, although at the same time, my parents are dead. Don't know what happened to Aunt Grace. At this moment in time, definitely under the impression that she is the cultist. I'll give it a shot. That's a positive attitude. I'm just tired. It's a mood, Fran. You and me, we're on this journey together. I bumped myself up a little bit because I did get far enough to see that there's like a decision bar at the bottom of the screen. Wasn't sure if it would cut all the way to the edge at some point. I'm just going to leave it there for now, unless I'm clearly covering something. Oh, sweet, my mom got the hype train emote. That's someone putting an award medal on a dog. That's a good one. I'm tired. Of course you are. These sessions can be rough for you. But now I have something for you, Fran. What is it? See the desk? There's a little package for you. It's from Aunt Grace. She's maybe a murderer. Oh, good. I have a creepy little hand cursor. Maybe it's an award for a cat. Fitting for this as Mr. Midnight is... Oh, yeah. Did I catch that right, Neko? Did you say you didn't think you would like this game more if it didn't have a handsome Mr. Benjamin in it? Which I think is a completely fair viewpoint. Although Mr. Midnight, extremely excellent friend. I have to say that the intro to this, getting Mr. Midnight as a good cat friend, hits different since I moved to this house where there's definitely a cat who guards my house. There are 17 outdoor cats on this street, but only one of them looks after my house and is a good cat that I haven't figured out a name for yet. Okay, I picked up my mother's purse. And it made me very sad, understandably. Open it. There's something inside. Lost and found. Aunt Grace's letter. Examine. Dearest Fran, here is the purse you like so much. I thought you would like to have it. When I was thinking about you, I remembered that you like to examine objects and combine them with other things. So I hope you'll always keep this purse, and give it and all the other things you find a good use. Never forget that creativity is absolutely the greatest gift you have. Love, Aunt Grace. She's worried about you. Aunt Grace, Metal Gear. Well, that's another reason to let me go. Don't worry about her, she's fine. Can I go? Can I go to my room now? Oh, do I live here? That's so horrible. I already hate that. Do I enjoy giving items a good use in my day-to-day life? Yeah, usually. I would say usually that's true. I really like having a use for stuff. Like, I don't know if it's because I've played too many adventure games in my life or whatever and have been formed by them. I do have a tendency to hoard things that could be useful later, but then I get really excited when they are actually useful later. But, like, I do think I'd probably make a decent real-life adventure game protagonist because I would not hesitate to, like, steal items of value and put them in my pockets. Yes, you can leave, but before you do, it's time for your new medicine. What medicine? It's called Duotine, and it'll make you feel very relaxed. Nurse, we're ready. Anything new today, Dr. Dern? Nothing, actually. Same visions as before. Oh, I see. Here, Fran, take your medicine. Oh, I thought I was going to put it in my purse. I thought I was going to pick it up and put it in my purse. I don't feel good. I don't think that dosage was correct. Oh no, take her back to her room. And nurse, don't let her take this ever again. This is one of those cases, right? When you see like a pharmaceutical commercial and they're like, don't take flamectazine if you're allergic to flamectazine. And you're like, how would I know that? This is how you know. If this happens to you, you're allergic to flamectazine and don't take it again. That was horrifying. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, there was stuff spooky like that in Little Misfortune, but I feel like it treated it in a way that was more palatable while still giving you the eeriness and not, like, just making it horrible. Like, it's a different kind of vibe. I'm definitely inclined to like something like Little Misfortune more. I'm not opposed to the outright unsettling horror of stuff like that. It is less favorite for sure. Ice Buddy says, then your pants would fall off behind you because your pockets are not bags of holding. Nah, I just got new cargo pocket shorts this week because I didn't have enough cargo pocket shorts for living in Florida, and I need to be able to carry an inventory's worth of objects. It's the most American anecdote I've ever heard you make. That's fair. Beware, Fran Bow! If you leave the House of Madness, I will hunt you down! That's very overt. Catch you! And bring you back to insanity! Fran, wake up. The medicine will help you escape. I'll be waiting for you in the forest. I love you. Chapter 1. My sober day. I did manage to see something in the game that listed the chapter titles, and they were all upsetting. That is obviously one of them. The rest of Necro's comments. Only America allows pharmaceutical companies to advertise medicine to people, or at least medicine beyond cough drops. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, all of the American medical system is totally goofed up, and it's not even like a joke or a worthwhile observation. We all know this to be true. I did just have to do my annual like medical benefits enrollment through work today. Like another annoying thing that I had to research. I really hate having to like research things with like significant long-lasting consequences, and I had to do it like 3 separate times this week, so I'm like having a bad time. Good kitty indeed. I think that's a load-bearing clown painting. I'm still here, hideous place. I have to get out of here. Case number, lots of numbers. Name Fran Bow Dagenhart. Is Fran always in trouble? Why is the game named after her first and middle name? History. The patient was found near Oswald Asylum showing signs of psychosis. The Bow Dagenhart family tragedy. Details omitted. Treatment. Dr. Marcel Dern has tried different medications and all have been canceled because of side effects. Documented July 25th, 1944. Oh, good. It takes place in 1944. Nothing bad ever happened in a hospital in 1944. Let's see. This seems important. Oh, sweet, sweet melody. One more time. La la la. Does the same as before, huh? It takes a second to do it, so I can't do the annoying thing where I just click and make the noise repeatedly. I can get it close, though. I don't have any items I can make use of. Locked. Good reason to be curious. Hopefully this won't fall on my head while I'm sleeping. Are there vampires, though, in this world? I would be concerned of vampires. I will get your nose. I'll get it. Are you a happy clown? Can you make me laugh? I'm having a hard time laughing again. Oh, holy moly, something fell. Got a hook, bro. I'll save it to play pirate later. We're having fun, see? No need to be concerned, everyone. I'm sure all the remaining content warnings were superfluous. Don't suppose that I can make use of the hook by opening the drawer? No. Oh, good. Some notes. I hate the monster. That's a good middle note. That seems important. Red and Tiny, you are hiding from me. Okay. I have to find Mr. Midnight. I have to find him now. I miss my kitty. He hides because he is afraid. He told me that the medicine would show me where he is. I can still walk around the curtain and see what's on the other side. How would I doing that? You say that you can do it, but you can't do it. Can I go anywhere? Load bearing clown paint. No, the load-bearing clown painting, isn't that from The Simpsons? I don't remember the circumstance, but I think like Bart like runs away from home or something and like somehow rents some garbage room, and there's like this horrible clown poster on the wall, and he's like, well, at least I can take this down, and he like tries to tear it off the wall, and like literally like the wall starts like sagging immediately, and the person who's showing him the room is like, no, that's a load-bearing clown painting or whatever. Like do I just leave through the window? There's like no doors. Okay. I have like a straight vest, not like a straight jacket, like a straight life jacket, sort of. It seems problematic to me that there's like a watchtower with like a searchlight. That's very much a prison vibe and not like a place where I'm going to get mentally well. Oh, the eyeballs are doors. Obviously the eyeballs are doors, Vasco. How would you not know that intrinsically? Okay, it's a secret box. Shh! I definitely stole that kid's secret box. But it's okay, I have a pirate hook, so it's allowed because I'm a pirate. I hope somebody loves you. Hello again, Mr. Teddy. I used to have a blue dress like yours. Can't play with you now, I'm on a very secret mission. It does kind of feel like the whole island of misfit toys is being represented in this room, other than the train with the square wheels. Oh, wooden Mr. Horse, are you having a good time? Back and forth. If I sit down here, I'll eventually have to get up, so what's the point? You know what? I hadn't thought of it that way. Case number 1 billion. Name Fillmore Bronstone. That's a fake name. History. The patient came to Oswald Asylum with his mother, Rachel Bronstone. The boy has developed paranoid behavior. Paranoia is not yet diagnosed. Okay, but... No, I guess I can see the distinction there, but that does sound ridiculous. Treatment. Daily treatment with Dr. Marcel Dern. We have not achieved the patient's trust and he refuses to be questioned. Documented April 6th. Hello, Phil. Hello. How are you? Everybody says I'm sick. Well, everyone seems to be stupid. Are you leaving tonight? I will if you help me. The only thing I know is that the office is the key. Like there's a key inside? I saw the doctor write a secret code. Shh, secret code. So many secrets here. To open the yellow door? He doesn't want me to tell you. Who? Him. Oh, no, it's definitely the demon. The boy definitely sees the demon. The boy definitely sees the demon. All doors are closed. You are a prisoner. And no one will help you escape. Okay, bye. Leave me alone. I hate you. Fair, 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 fair. I feel like Critchwich may be the only person in chat having the same reaction to this game that I am. Which is basically like, anything happens, I'm like, oh no, nah. So this is actually something I want to touch on briefly. I would say that one of the scariest games I've ever played or seen played is Doki Doki Literature Club. And I don't know if you know this game, so like that may sound ridiculous to you, but like I think that these games have something in common with Doki Doki Literature Club because like they're about presenting something like wholesome that you care about early and then taking it away from you in a sense. And like that's so much scarier than just like a horrible eldritch monster to me. Like the reason that game functions so well is because like everything is fine for so long, and then it's not at all fine at all. It's very upsetting. And I feel like in a similar but different way, Little Misfortune and thus far Fran Bow sort of function, it's like this poor misfortunate girl has a beloved friend cat, Mr. Midnight, and she is separated from him and forced to take drugs in a horrible asylum where like no one is like listening to her or like caring for her at all. And then she like sees what we understand to probably be like a literal real demon. It might be a figurative demon, but I think that's the real demon. Because, like, spoiler alert, like some stuff we see in Little Misfortune that suggests that's probably a real demon. So, like, yeah. Like, I want to help this girl. I don't know that this game lets that sort of thing happen. But yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club is an extremely good game, and it's very horrifying to me. Empty bottle, empty glasses, nothing useful. Several towels? What do you mean you don't need towels? I can't take these bottles or whatever. Can I have this cobweb-ridden wheelchair? Can I have your tea? Oh, I want to know what she's writing. I'm curious. Guess she won't ever let me touch anything. I know the nurses always keep the medicine, but where? She'd go crazy if I touch anything. What if I killed her with a pirate hook? Okay, no, not... Oh, Fran, you're awake. Good. Yes. Now leave, I'm working. I did something. You're nothing but trouble. What is it? I broke the curtains, so you should go over there and look at them while I see what you wrote down. Accidentally. Ugh, I have to fix this. Follow me. Yep. Definitely following you. Definitely following you. Okay, so I feel like I've solved the puzzle here and the game is not giving me credit for it. I guess that's okay. Feels like the purpose of sending her over here was so that I could look at the stuff, and they're like, no, you're supposed to, like, go follow her. I'm like, no, like, that's not how adventure game do. Something is missing. Have you seen the hook that holds the curtain up? What is hook? I have to go find something to fix this, you little girl. Okay, I hate you, bye-bye. Now let me just rummage through your stuff. Okay, give me your band-aids. Heck yeah. Stop bleeding. Really concerned about how we'll use that. Gladys Hunch. Patient name Fran Bow. The patient has lower sleeping almost all the time. Has been sleeping almost all the time. She only wakes up to drink water, but I don't think she remembers that. After drinking, she goes to sleep again. She hasn't been social for 3 days now. Some kids have come around and asked about her and when she would come out and play. Duotine 8H. Everyone remember 8H for some reason. Okay, I'm reading medicine now. Violent trauma can have a great impact on children, totally changing their normal lives. For example, children damaged by trauma can have mild to severe deficits in some abilities, such as trusting people near them, seeing the world as a safe place, making decisions. Because of these effects, some traumas can lead to several symptoms of major mental illness. For example, not trusting other people or not feeling safe in the world. This can be interpreted as paranoia. Drawing of the brain. 1. Frontal lobe. 2. Motor cortex. 3. Sensory cortex. 4. Parietal lobe. 5. Occipital lobe. 6. Temporal lobe. That one lets me time travel. Open the drawer. Give me this gun. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. 4 tens of cakes. Put it in your purse? No, just pick it up and put it in your purse. There we go. I'll leave it as it was. Really need to get out of this place. No, don't leave it as it was. Take the gun. I think this is where the medicine is, but it's locked. Okay, I took the whole box. Okay. So, examine the hide box to crack the code. Okay, examine the lockbox. Oh, it's open. Use it. A key. This will certainly open something. Why was it in a box that appeared to be locked if it was... Okay, that's fine. Nicholas says, Vasco, I just read something concerning about the development of Fran Bow. The plot contains autobiographical elements of the creator's life. Honestly, that's not as shocking as I want it to be, considering that the creator made this and Little Misfortune. Like, presumably some bad stuff happened to that poor woman. Do I know a thing that's locked with a traditional key? Oh, this thing, right? I mean, I don't see a keyhole on it, but... Got it, and there's something inside. It is a hairpin and a weird photo. Look at the weird photo. It's my family. One of those is my mom, and one of those is Aunt Grace. And there's Mr. Midnight. What a good cat. They both have the same brooch. I don't know if that's like a harbinger of the cult. And a hairpin. What would I use that for? If not to unlock things. Can I have this? Okay. Nico says, she thinks that's a cool fact. It means heart went into both games. Just concern for the creator. I think I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. Like, the fact that she was able to make something presumably cathartic because of how, like, explicit these games are in some ways, but, like, still relatable and wholesome to some degree, I feel like means some amount of, like, healing and processing and coping have been done, but also, like, just the ability to express that and then, in turn, to help people feel seen if they've been through, like, these uncommonly horrible types of things. Like, that's cool. That is, like, a thing I legitimately appreciate about something like this. I'm gonna try picking this lock. It fits, but there are 2 holes. I need something else. Combine hook and... can I examine tiny patches to cure wounds? I really hate how that's described. Have band-aids. Have you learned any secrets? Did I find the doctor's code yet? It's in the office. Are there other things circled in these? Like 8H feels like it's relevant to the hide box, but that feels like the only clue I've come across so far along those lines. Just scary nightmares, no thanks. Very relatable, unfortunately. I guess I haven't tried looking at these windows. Are there clues at these windows? There's a playground that we definitely will go to later, and nothing upsetting will happen there. And then, presumably, this is yet another... Okay. Expecting a hurricane, are you? God, those windows are actually just, like, all really upsetting for some reason. Trauma is a word the doctor loves to say. The brain looks like a turtle. Does it? Would we say that? I'm not sure I would say that. So, the brain could be a cipher for a combination, but I don't think I have context for solving that currently. Examine this more carefully. My hair clip. I should make good use of it. I feel like 8H is something. I don't know why she would like circle an individual part of the combination that way. It feels very unnatural, but whatever. IDE. Let's take another look at the brain map. I mean, it doesn't go up to 8. So it feels like we're at odds. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could just be letters of the alphabet. Does the box go up to that? I mean, it definitely, the thing at the bottom of that note suggested that. I thought that might be like a coincidence. Use 4, 5, H, I. Make you 9. No, it's just okay. It's just that. That's fine. Pills. I got pills. Oh no, pills are just like a main, like a primary action. Oh, I don't know that I like that. Watch your step. Oh good, there's like a dead rat and like a horrible, and like some cockroaches. Hello, Miss Nurse. Are you alright? Hello? Huh? Oh. Get out, creepy creature. What are you? Oh, look, it's a friend. It's several friends. They're all friends. Is that my head? Yeah, but they're friends, maybe. They're not good friends. Okay. My bed became stairs to the underworld. That's normal. What does it mean that the clown goes away when I have horror vision? It was not me. Who did it? Oh, the boy is not well. And this deer is also not well. Hello? Oh no, your head. Okay, great. Love that for me. Why are you looking at me like that? You terrify me. Phil is playing with his uncle, and the uncle is mad. You can see to happen. Well, we're gonna go down the nightmare stairs, because I think we're obliged to. No, absolutely not. You can't tell her that. But she has to know. You can't keep me away from her. The reason is more than clear, Grace. No, it's not. I want to take her home now. You can't. Fran's mental condition isn't stable yet. You don't understand her. She's a very special girl. You missed the stairs. I'm honestly not sure that the stairs were there when I first went into that room with, like, nightmare vision on. I feel like I, like, left and came back and they were there the second time, but, like, that might have just been me missing it the first time, too. The doctor has no soul. I'm going home tonight. I think I accidentally clicked past some dialogue by clicking only one time. It's troubling that the... Oh, hi, Mr. Fox. Don't cry. Okay. Well, that was bad. Yeah. Okay, let's put that away for now. There's a graphical glitch where it was saying that the pills were closed, but they weren't. Don't know that I learned anything actionable from doing that by going to the stairs. Oh, am I supposed to use the bandages on, like, things that are bleeding in the nightmare vision? Do you think that bandages would make this deer better? No. What about the fox, though? I'm not actually sure I got the right hitbox there. Oh, the fox doesn't have its own hitbox. I only seem to observe him if I look at the bed. Okay. I think she's a little past bandages, if I can be honest with you. Did I look at all of these? Well, that seems to be nothing. Not like a whole... Can I look at the desk like this? No, I can't do that. Oh, I got a knitting needle from my nightmare vision, of course. Let me put that away because I don't think I need it anymore for now. And I don't want to look at it. So let's combine my needles together to make like a skeletal lockpick. And then let's use that to get out of here. Yes, to happiness. Well, what was that? Great question. Very good question. It's another room. Are there fun toys in here? Let me see. Red puppet and a serpent. Teddy bear and many other things. There's another clown. So whoever decorated this place hates good. This is one of those mute clowns. That's a way of putting it, sure. This bed is very pink. Can't really look at the crayons. Real flowers. They smell so sweet. What's your deal? Adelaida Fugence, age 7. History. The patient was a victim of sexual abuse by an unknown person, which almost killed her. This event has created auditory hallucinations and thought disorder. Treatment. Marcel Dern has become close to the patient through drawings therapy. She is making progress. March 17th. Have to assume if I take my medicine, I'm going to see some really serious stuff. Okay, she will not share the crayons. I thought I might be able to communicate with her. How about sharing? Won't be able to draw green then. That's ridiculous. You know what? That's so true. Snake plushie is cute. Have I ever showed you? I have to find. I know it made it in the move. I can't immediately think of where it ended up. A while back, when my ex-girlfriend and I went to the Watermelon Festival in like Sunland, California, we played some like carnival game, and like I got us these like matching like snake bracelets, and like it's cute. All right, let's just take our medicine. That's actually not as bad as I expected it to be, honestly. What's in the box? I don't want to touch it. It's the clown from the painting. That's fair. That's entirely fair. You should blame yourself. Be quiet. That's a mood. It's a familiar mood. Put that away for now. Toilet. The throne is empty. Man, a regular, like, mental hospital bathroom has to be, like, a D- thing to look at, like, longingly through a window. It's gotta be, like, the worst to look at through medicine vision. I didn't realize that anyone could see me pooping. I mean, you always gotta assume, right? I can and will hold it. The king likes drawings. Okay, again, like, way less upsetting than I was expecting. Like I said, when I visited America, I saw the derpiest looking cobra plushies at the Smithsonian Zoo. Got one each for me and Serpentine. Named mine Pancake and hers Waffles. That's very good. That's extremely good. Guess I'm going downstairs, okay? There you are. You should be in your room. The door was closed. You left it open. I'm sure it wasn't open. I know because I locked it. And how'd I get out? It was open. Don't try to trick me. Go back to your room and wait for the doctor. The doctor's coming? He'll definitely make this a lot better. Or she. There's at least one female doctor. I don't know at what point I mean, he travels through... The Doctor travels through time, so it's hard to know which version of the Doctor you'd run across. So I really wasn't able to, accomplish much. So I think... Okay. Did you break out of your room? That's not nice, Fran. I haven't eaten in days. Please, sir, I want some more. I won't listen to any of your excuses, young lady. Then let me eat food. I'm a human child. You have to learn how to listen to those in charge. Definitely learned that lesson, for sure. Just don't do it again, Fran. Go and eat now, then get back to bed. Not gonna supervise that process? That feels like an oversight on your part, but okay. Now, I think it's funny that now they're just letting me do, like, exactly the thing that got me in trouble, like, 5 seconds ago. Daddy was not there. Mommy would not care. And then a little clockwork Mr. Midnight on a unicycle. You're my beloved friend, Bip Bip Brim. Can I look out this horrible window? It's fine. Can I take the nightmare? Use hook on stairs. Use...
Yikes forever.
Yeah, yikes for like a really long time. There's no more eyeball in here. So I can't go anywhere. This is locked. Even the purest of things die in this place, she says, looking at a drawer. I mean, I'd love to say that's an overstatement, but I have to agree. You know, it only just occurred to me that I could get a different view of this photo on the other side, and I regret immediately trying that. Okay, yeah, it sucks here, huh? Snuggle, snuggle, old lady on your chair. There doesn't appear to be a snuggle, old lady. Oh, man. It's gonna be a long game, huh? I mean, can I go down? Is that where food is? They didn't give me a map or nothing. Nightmare mode. Yeah, obviously. I don't know what I expected. Obviously someone hung themselves with intestines next to a tombstone made of a grandfather clock that's always watching you. I mean, if you didn't anticipate that even this far into the game, I don't know what to tell you. This clock sounds odd. I gotta say, my first observation isn't how it sounds. It feels like it's whispering right in my ear. Hello up there, miss. Your dress is very pretty. My mother had pretty dresses too. Oh, crumbs. A bleeding clock. Now, is that like British bleeding, or time is broken and stopped? Yeah, that sounds right. My clock's a bit depressing. I could get behind that. Seems normal, right? I think we found the cafeteria. Reach the key. Oh, it's gotta be in that carcass, huh? Mr. Pig is naked. That's one way of putting it, sure. Crunchy pig's head ready to be served. Okay, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe this isn't where the food happened. Ah, I see. The key is up there. Can I have your stuff? If I call emergency, I don't think they'd help me. Sir, the key hanging up there. Can I have it? Sure, I could give you the key if you give me a kiss. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, I don't even have the ability to just immediately end the conversation. You should kiss a butt. Your own butt. I think that's the appropriate response, and he just ignores it. Okay, great. Can I mess with this chalkboard? What's going on in here? Patience visits today. Fillmore Bronstone, Jason Cogg, Lisbeth Morg, Annie Schultz, Demian Galsman, Charles Hick, and us. Not visited today. Okay. God, what a horrible creature. Like, literally, like, I know that the rate at which stuff happens on the internet means that the whole, like, well, who would you rather be alone with, like, man versus bear is, like, an ancient meme at this point, but, like, if my choices are, like, this guy and, like, this room actually seems, like, pretty good. By comparison. Go over here. It's weird that now I'm not using eyeball. I guess eyeball is like move spatially in the same continuous room, whereas you can just click on doors to go through them. Hello? You alright? What is that supposed to mean? Well, I wanted to know if you're feeling okay. I don't want to tell. The doctor will cut your head open if you don't leave. He likes to eat brains. He already took mine and ate all my thoughts. He, like, literally ate your brain? He'll eat yours, too. I saw the inside of the doctor's office. You were dead. Oh, no, then I have to go. I hope you find new thoughts. Bye. Oh, okay. How are you doing over here? Yeah, that's to be expected. Teddy, what are you doing here? Looks like he's doing super great. Is there any cafeteria in this? Oh, that was a man's head. Hide your pain. Good night, shiny toys. Wake up, Isabel. The black shadow is touching you. It says you're gonna die soon. I hope you're not afraid. It might happen even if you don't like it. Cool. The Action Men. Could either of you help me find my kitty? Soldier lost his leg in the war, and the cowboy ate the princess. Not sure I've heard that one. Little paper boat, take me to the sea and beyond. Well, apparently Fran can't swim, which I guess is good to know. I'm surprised I can't actually take that boat, though. The pink section's mine now. There's like a weird... The tone of this game is entirely in all places at all times. A belt from the rope, good to tie things together with. It's like that Invader Zim episode where they keep doing like experimentation on fusing organic things by duct taping stuff to them. Oh no, they did it all wrong. That was supposed to explain everything. Elephant, sir, you are very pink and soft. You look like you've been training at the circus and your tummy is filled with love. Oh, it's a Killmonday TV. 8 channels and nothing to watch. Okay, hold on. Let me become rational. Cupcake show, cupcake show. Super hyper happy cupcake dance. Fair enough. Test pattern. Human testing approved. Oh, great. So glad to hear that. That's not news, Mr. Announcer. I mean, it's bad news. A documentary, maybe. I guess it's about pine cones and ants. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Hello, what are you doing? Doesn't work. The paper isn't working. What do you mean? The paper should be working like they told me. What does it do? I need the paper to show me what's on the television. Why isn't it working? The waves must be powerful. Change the channel, please. Okay. Yeah, why not? Still not working. Okay. Losing the waves, change the channel. Still not working. Paper vision negative. Change the channel. Okay. Kind of running out of options, friend. It works. It's a miracle. Thank you. Paper vision positive. Great. Can I see? No, this is mine. If you want, you could take the papers that didn't work. Okay. They belong to me now. I'm busy. Paper vision revision in action. Okay, so what happens now if I, Look at me. I say you're beautiful while I give you poison to eat. Little on the nose. You're just kind of napping, IRL. She won't wake up. Can't wake up. Would you like to help me escape with your big muscles and hairy arms? You could break through every wall. If I change the channel, is he gonna, like, murder me? No, you know what? For Neko, leave it on Ant Channel, because he doesn't actually seem to care now. Clowns on the walls in the House of Madness. Your tiny hat is very sweet. Can I have the robe, too? Hanging on, huh? Let's go over here. I'm sure everything is cool and normal in this room. Oh, hey, it's the food room. And young Jason Voorhees. Grandfather clock is big and grand. Radio signal is weird. Mommy loved to paint roses. I don't like this painting. It feels like Mr. Oswald is staring at me. Mr. Midnight, are you here? Sofa. Made to be sat on. I can't sit. The sofa is taken. Now, when you say it's taken... Okay, not what I was expecting yet again. Have we here? Chocolate. Mmm. Cool. Chocolate seems totally normal. They hide you because they love you. They harm you because they hate you. Everyone is ashamed of you. I mean, the personal demons are a little aggressive. Oh no, the nurse lady died. It's fine, she'll get better. I wonder who did this. It wasn't me. We're all trying to find the guy who did this, okay? Ooh, can I have some lemonade? No. Can I have a cinnamon bun? Looks a little weird, but okay. Do you like that these little Winnie the Pooh jars just say sauce on them? What kind of sauce? Unknown. Wonder if the pasta was cooked today. Not by the looks of it. Salad looks fresh for once. Milky milk. I guess the carton is all sour, like always. Ugh. Hello. Hello, Fran. How are you today? Fine? Glad to hear you're well. Carry on now. Hey, would you open the yellow door? That's not very appropriate to ask. I think you should go to your room now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say anything inappropriate. Very well, go play with your friends. I can go over here. Birdie bird, like you. Wish you could take me out of here. I am like the bird, I love to fly away. And he loves to drink milk like a kitten. Don't touch my sword. Didn't know it was yours? You should bow and speak clearly to me. I'm your king. The king likes drawings. If I give him a drawing, can I have his sword? The fact that the food is present in this house at all seems worrisome. I mean, people gotta eat, but does it count as food? I don't know. I Fran Bow to you. Very well, my child. What is the purpose of your visit? I would like your cane. Do you mean my sword? Yes. Would you give me in exchange? What do you need? Bring a castle and a horse. Only then will I grant you my sword. Feels like this deal's getting worse all the time. How's this room looking? Bad. Predictably bad. Holy man took... Okay. Took all your clothes off. Hate that. Hate that a lot. Tell me if you can hear me. Let's look out the windows. Okay, we've seen that exact view, which is as implausible as it is mildly upsetting, and the one right next to it somehow has exactly the same view. Store is always locked at night. Can't go out and play. Oh, so this one leads to the playground. Are you okay, friend? Hey, Annie, how are you? Aren't you afraid of me? No. Because I do magic tricks and make you sleepy. I didn't know you could do that. Show you? It's very scary. It's better if you do it. I'm not... Can you tell me how? I'm not a magician. I can give you the magical stuff. Yeah, do that. Magical stuff that'll make anyone fall asleep. That's amazing. Here's a gift. Take it slowly. Yeah, okay. Does it have rules? I have no idea. Okay, great. Well, you have a lovely day, Anne. You new here? I haven't seen you before, Jason Voorhees. No. You from downstairs? They think I'm better now. What's your name? Would you please kill me? Oh, well, that's, I should go. Can I have more cinnamon buns? I don't feel like you understand how cinnamon buns work if you feel like having one precludes you from having a second one. Sure, let's look at the pill. Make everything fall asleep? I wonder if that's a relevant distinction from everyone, or just like a translation thing. Do I need to follow Anne? I'm a little worried about Anne. Her. It's just, I'm gonna check, I'm gonna see where she goes for a minute. Can't see her in the nightmare vision. Didn't notice the beeping before. Maybe I spent too much time in nightmare mode. Is this a waste of time? I genuinely have no idea. It feels like this could be important, or it could be nothing. But, like, I'm definitely a little worried about this girl. Like, it's weird that I can follow her. I don't know where I expect her to end up. Because she's kind of just going toward my bed, and I don't think there's another place for her to go. Is she on a loop? Is that how this works? It's a weird place to end the loop. If true. Okay, I think she might just be leaving. So what do we have here? What do we want to tie together? We can make a grappling hook. Because we are a little girl, it may not need to be more sophisticated than that. Oh, I can, like, replace stuff in the inventory. That's pretty rare in these types of games. It does seem like we need to drug the guard. Is there something that we know? So if I just go a place, she'll be there? Is that how this works? Or is it because I'm going in one continuous direction? It's the second thing. Well, we can, Neko had suggested we try to grab the keys. Negative. Would you, hey buddy, would you like drugs? Things not working makes me angry. Big same, huge same. Okay, I'm not sure that I understand how she did that. How she, like, turned the pill into colorful sprinkles, but okay. I'm really not doing that. Who do I need to make go to sleep, though? Actually, hold on. If I'm not in nightmare mode, can I have this boat? No. Still no. No is the answer. Feels like a chilly breeze of sadness is blowing through the fence. Shoved in the capsule and sprinkled the contents on top. Apparently they were rainbow sprinkles inside. That's probably the most plausible explanation, despite also being kind of nonsensical. We'll just go with that. Do we have the ability to go villain mode and drug the king instead of giving him a drawing? Am I supposed to drug the girl with the crayons? That feels kind of messed up. There are a lot of pills that are capsules you could just open. I feel like I don't see or hear about many of those these days. I do assume some exist, but, like, it happens rarely enough that I don't generally assume that pills will work that way. This isn't the one I want. I'm gonna go in here. My very own cake recipe. Very normal. Can I have crayon? You have many of them. Many colors, but you know they don't like me drawing. Who? The nurses, they tie me up, and when I want to draw, I can't. Same. When I can't draw, I hurt myself. And then comes the red milk. Ooh, boy, wow. Yikes. Yikes forever. Stop the red milk. I can do that. That's one of the powers that I possess. Please take these. Thank you. You can have the crayon. Now go. I have to draw. Okay. So now... Oh, I see. I understand. For some reason, I thought when I had that chat with Mike TV over in the other room that I just, like, possessed paper. But I think he just gave me permission to pick up paper, and I didn't take it. So I think if I take the paper and combine with crayon, I can make a drawing of a castle and a horse, and then get the cane. I don't know why I want that, but I do. So, great. Combine paper with crayon. Looks super good. Very proud of this work. Very happy with this. Although I will point out that that horse definitely looks a little bit like a giraffe. Which I'm fine with, but, like, not a common horse. Honestly, I almost feel like we should just keep it. It's so good.
Giraffe.
But like, we should probably share our art so that someone else... Actually, hold on. Before I give this away. Something I drew. A castle and a horse. Oh, I thought she might have like a comment about how great she is at art. I did it. He seems happy. It's beautiful. Exactly what I dreamt of. You could take my sword now. Sick. Got it. Don't know what to do with it. Can I use that to get the key or club a nurse over the head or something? Is there someone who needs help standing? Like they literally just need the cane for like actual reasons? Oh, maybe with hook? Let me see. First try. Duty good. Oh, it's just to tie it together. It's not a grappling hook. Use Grab-O-Matic 2000 on keys. Can't take that key. Can't take what's mine. Give it back to me. You don't make the rules, I do. This toy of yours will stay with me from now on. I'll get it back. Do whatever you want. I'll never leave this chair. Hey, listen, I'm super sorry that I was short with you. Would you like cake? I brought this cake for you. It feels much funnier to say a cake, eat it. I feel like that's less likely to succeed, but look, a cake, eat it. I'm not interested in taking anything that comes from you. Make your life sweeter. I mean, sweatier. I don't care about making my life sweeter. You don't want it? Nico says that will absolutely work on her 100% of the time. It will work on me probably not 100% of the time, but like a much higher percent of the time than I want to be true. I told Marcel about the latest delivery, but he hasn't looked at it yet. Well, he'll catch up soon. Hey Gladys, could you do me a favor? Click. Sure, anything but bring coffee to the guard. Why not? I can't do it because I have to take care of the children. I have other things to do myself, sorry. I am here to be helpful. Can I borrow your mag? No, I want to bring coffee to the guard. Can I borrow your magazine? No. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I have to use the combine button. No? Well, I could try... I mean, if I knew I was gonna give him coffee, I might have saved the drugs, but, here's your hot coffee. Oh no! Look what you did! Wow, that language is highly inappropriate. That's just really terrible. You did that on purpose. Now I have to go change. Burns, don't go anywhere. Absolutely won't do that at all, I promise. I do appreciate that even though apparently that cake was not the solution to that at all, they let me have that whole ridiculous conversation about how, look, a cake, you should just eat it. Let me just go in the office right now. I love to open mail, but this isn't for me. Oh, it's fine. It's just a federal crime. Who cares? Mental Health Global Week. Here's a fun drawing. Wish I could draw like that. Asterisk DH. New testing. Try on patient with 2 something OR. October, November. I guess we're in October now. Oh man, right on time. Every day is testing day. I've seen this before. What does it mean? Pentagram. Dr. Marcel, turn off the alarm from the security system panel in reception. The yellow door will remain open for 2 minutes until the alarm reactivates. Alarm code: December 17th equals scribble. July 25th equals scribble. July 25th is the date on someone's chart. I don't know what to do with that information, though. Interview with Dr. Dern about working with children. You're not alone. Join us today. Oswald Asylum. Don't really know what the vent is. Don't think we should... I hate this bit. That's total... I agree. Ooh, more keys. Always good to carry an extra key. Definitely agree on that one. I wish this key holder had all the keys. It would make the game shorter, probably. Doctor ate an apple. I could use this as a helmet to prevent injuries. No pictures or funny riddles in this book. Mr. Midnight could tell me a riddle. He loves them. This book is not interesting. The yellow typewriter. Write a letter to Aunt Grace. Dear Aunt Grace, get me out of here, please. Vision, taste, and hearing. Books are all the same. I wonder whose head that is. I feel like that might be all the TV there is for this room. So, there's a scribble of some information that I'm supposed to decode from 2 patient charts. This is the code Phil told me about. Very important. Phil? The forgotten girl with no family or cat will die when the moon arrives. What do you mean? Well, I hate that for me. What is this key to? Something. Is it a key to this door? Shouldn't I still have the key? Cool air comes out like wind. I mean, I don't feel like any of the items I have are particularly useful. Thankfully you have a cat, so it can't be you. For some reason, that's really funny to me. Like, wouldn't be me, I have a cat. Like, all the other things are, like, specifically about you. Can we look out the window to see him, like, staring at me? Shouldn't scream. If they find me in here, I'm in big trouble. True. Haven't looked at... Regrettable. Oh, cool. Well, a skeleton hand wants to let me out of here. The dead girl looks a bit like me. Yeah, a bit. Even though your eyes are open, you can't understand. Even though you're bleeding, you can't feel. Very, very chill. I'm just gonna leave. It's a lot of sausages. I know. Must be ready for a big breakfast rush, I presume. Oh, the wind hole. I guess this is my way back. Hi, Keen. Welcome to an intensely disturbing game known as Fran Bow. This is by the same people who made Little Misfortune, if you're familiar with that or saw me play it a couple years ago. We're trying this one out. It's a little different. It's also a little similar, but it's also more upsetting. I wonder if Phil knew about this. Squeak, squeak. The rat really hit its head. I should give it a helmet. Well, unfortunately, I don't have one. I'll just keep going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. That's a current reference that everyone gets and enjoys. Sick, I found the mop basement. Oh dear, where am I now? Guess I'll have to find out. That's what I say to myself every day when I wake up. Mop that dances on the floor. Mr. Midnight hates mops. He always tries to kill them with his furious paws. Nothing wrong with mops, Mr. Midnight. If I were a witch, I would fly away from here. Oh man. Is anyone watching Agatha All Along? There's some really good stuff in there. It's inconsistent, but the stuff that's good's really good. Nothing under the blanket. What about this blanket? It's a box. What's in the box? Let me see. Bad pills. I'll take them to find my kitty. I think I'll quit when I find Mr. Midnight. Yellow pills. They look more fun than the red ones. I wonder why I get the red pills instead of yellow. Gloves tell me nothing. All nurses wear gloves. Oh, hang on. Patient number 1 billion is our current target. Target response is positive. Now expanding the triggered gland. Ectoplomatin. Dose up to 1,700 micrograms? Is that what MCG is? Change the container so it looks like an approved variant of duotine. Does anyone happen to remember the precise patient number we are? 2506, 2009, 15,000. Cleaning products. They should clean our toilets instead of watching us on them. Sponges and washcloths and thousands of chemicals. Well, it seems to kind of have the same hitbox as this is where I fell from. Before I leave this room. Yeah, obviously a bunch of skulls, but what else? This says he's in a box? Is that right? It's a little hard to read that. No, I'm less concerned with the mop than the horrifying blood message on the wall. It's okay, though. Any of this change? Not. You really lose your head in this place. I guess he'll never get ahead and work again. Sorry. Hey, I have a mysterious, largely unlabeled key. Okay.
If you struggle, you'll know that it was I. I will be in every corner to make you suffer and cry. If you choose to disobey, your cat's life will be marked.
Okay, I hate you. Goodbye. Oh, my dear kitty. We'll be together again soon, I promise. I miss you, my dear. I miss you so much. Why are you leaving? Please don't leave me alone, Mr. Midnight. Mal. At the end of the maze, Fran. I assume that's like an act break? No. We just fell down the stairs. That can't be good for us. Skull joke. I mean, it's close enough that I'd probably say skull joke after it if I'd been thinking of it. But it's not really a skull joke, because a skeleton would still have a head. It's kind of hard to define what a skull joke is, which is why I usually just randomly say it when any body part is mentioned. Monster won't let me go home, but if I find the maze, maybe I can find Mr. Midnight. Just go ahead and leave. Heads have skulls. Yeah? Operating room. Patient. Robert Clark. Psychosurgery procedure lobotomy. Dr. Roman Bates. Observation. Failed anesthetic. Patient woke up after reaching frontal lobe. The procedure was canceled and incomplete. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's so horrible. In a game filled with horrible things, that's so horrible. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay. Aw, jeez. It word? It word? I think you mean Squidward. Not sure that they want to be friends with me. Hope they get well soon, and that I never end up like that. Yeah, that's fair. These are fair feelings. That looks bad, too. It's somehow slightly less upsetting to look at, but it's still very bad. Are you resting? Did you puke? I don't know what. Baby shaken syndrome. Oh boy. Yes, I took the new one upstairs. Fran Bow? Haven't seen her. The key to the cellar? Well, no. In the doctor's office? He used to keep the key there. Calm down, the key isn't here. Sure, I'll let you know if it turns up, but you must calm down. I'll bring it to you if I find it, alright? Bye. Okay. Alright. Yeah, at the end of the maze. It's exactly what Mr. Midnight told me. I wonder what's at the end of the maze. Whatever it is, I hope I find my kitty. Can't remember Aunt Grace's phone number. That's a bummer. Just surprise her when I get home. Love letter. Dear Pete. Ugh, gross. Can I, like, put this key on the key rack? Hope the nurse sees the key and then isn't aware of the fact that I had to use it to escape from the bad place. I don't want to be here anymore. Fair. Oh, the key was here after all. Better take it back. Can't believe I intuited that so quickly. Do. Enter 4-digit password. Boy, it sure sucks that I didn't memorize or screenshot the patient records in my starting room. Cause I definitely need that information to use this thing. Oh, I see where I am now. But okay. Sign shows where things are in the hospital, but what it doesn't show is how awful this place is. Well, it doesn't look good in a brochure when you're honest. It should say, "Welcome to the most terrible place in the world." Sir Oswald Harrison, a bearded old man. Wonder why he built this place. Maybe he had a crazy child and wanted to get rid of it? Where are the scribbled out parts? December 17th. Like, it's just not clear to me in what way I should apply this. I really wanted to get back to my own room and check the charts in there. Because I think, what's-his-face, the boy who locked us in the office, is the July 25th one? I don't remember who December 17th is. But I feel like, well, I don't know. I guess if I'm just looking for numbers, then, like, information on the charts isn't important. But how do I... Like, all the things that would help me decipher this are all scribbled out. Scribbled number next to July 25th looks like 31. I agree with that. The one next to December kind of looks like 7, though. 6 plus 25 is 31. Yeah, but, like, how would I... Like, what would I do with that? Like, I need, like, more numbers? I mean, you could guess and check this. I don't assume this is the kind of game where if I put in a wrong code, I like game over because I can't even like manual save or whatever. But like, it still feel better just like knowing what to do with this. Instead of just randomly guessing. July 25th equals 31. But like, it just, even if I... Does that have something to do with like the number of the letters? Code is 2931. Looks right through the scribbles. I mean, I have a harder time making out the scribbles on the left. But I also don't know that I see that there. And why would it be that? What about December 17th would equal 29? Like, I agree that the July 25th equals 31, like, looks like that feels visible through the scribble. It doesn't look like that's what the December scribble would be. $12 plus 17. But if that's what we're doing, then wouldn't July be 7 plus 25, which would be 32, not 31? So 2932. Apparently. I don't like that puzzle because it requires you, like, intuiting information from stuff it's, like, explicitly trying to hide. I don't know. It's just not like a... That doesn't do it for me. I could, like, dig into it, but it'd be really pedantic and unhelpful. I should go. Do you miss that guy? I don't miss that guy.
You clever little girl, you think you can just leave? What? It can't be. No!
Clockwork Mr. Midnight! You saved me! I need to get to the maze. Understatement, sure. Hey, my drugs are gone. I guess I only need them to find the cat, so if I can get to him, then I don't need to do that ever again? My neck is killing me! Interesting way to catch someone. Pulling your head off and falling downstairs. Well, he thought it would explain everything. I don't know which way the cat went. Oh, that's a bad guy. I am not hearing the cat anymore. That feels bad. Kind of have to wait for the horrible shadow to come back, though, huh? There appears to be a fast forward button if you're too stupid to do the maze, which hopefully I don't end up having to use, but I'm not gonna rule that out just yet. The problem was that I didn't realize the mechanics of this until we got started, and then at that point I was not in the direct eye line of the cat I was attempting to chase, thus making this considerably more difficult than it otherwise need be. What's the... wait for him to go by again, I guess? This looks bad. Still not hearing the cat. Seeing a lot of bad shadowy guys. Not hearing the cat. Am I back at start? Well, that appears to be nothing. I feel like the wind noises are bad. I think the shadows may only ever move left to right, so if you're in like a narrow enough corridor, you might always be safe. I feel like I've seen that statue before in a different place. Probably a reused asset. Not totally sure about that. Definitely still not seeing or hearing the cat. That feels like a problem. I would, rather than skip this, I'd love to just be able to restart having a slightly better understanding of what the goal was. But I don't actually know if you're like meant to be able to keep up with the cat. Maybe it's like supposed to lose you at some point because it's going relatively quickly. Is this looping? Am I insane, or is this like looping? I think it's looping. Because I think I'm, strictly speaking, I think I'm too far north to be seeing this area again that I've definitely seen before. I'm hoping that the spectral bad guy does not have peripheral vision, because I'm really Doctor Who hiding it up right now. Luckily, he does not. He is a classic Doctor Who villain who will... Oh, I found it, I guess. That was weird. At the end of the maze, you will find the evil critters of the night. Isn't that a Phantom of the Opera song? Oh, that looks bad. They will hunt you. They will laugh. Aw, little Mr. Midnight. But there will always be a good side. A cat full of nuts and bolts will always be your guide. My photo! Aw. Well, where's Aunt Grace? Curiosity symptoms! Hey, letters! Thank you for the raid! We're playing Fran Bow. This game is super crazy dark. Very, very dark. Normally, I don't go to the trouble of, like, flagging stuff mature, but, like, even just the opening cutscene of this game, I was like, nope. Gotta make sure people know that this game is something. This is a creepy Halloween game. It's very creepy and it's very Halloween. Happy early Halloween to you. I hope your stream went well, and that you also are doing well. We just completed a maze and got a little cutscene, and now something entirely new is going to happen. We just escaped from a mental hospital as a little girl in, like, 1944. We're having a bad time. Our parents were killed. What is this place? I hope I find Mr. Midnight soon. Yeah, we're looking for our cat. His name is Mr. Midnight. He's a very good boy, and he will protect us if we find him. May raid and run because you've been having nightmares. I've been having nightmares too, and I've chosen to do this to myself for reasons unknown. So far it's been a good game, but definitely respect that. That's why I give the warning. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, however that looks. One more thing. Magic Will did a Kaldheim draft 6-2. Hey, that's pretty good. 6-2 is a good draft. I did. There were one of the reasons that I started a touch late, setting aside the technical difficulties. I did see some Magic announcements. One of them, they revealed like a new version of one of my favorite Magic cards, Platinum Angel, which is very exciting for me. Oh, Is the bear also a good friend? Your arm is gone. Good thing you're not bleeding. That's true. I'm glad that's true. I know a story about a girl with red shoes. She also had a dog. Yeah, they made a white version of Platinum Angel as a normal creature, but it has flash, so you can flash in the ability to not lose the game. It's very funny. I mean, for my money, like, it's hard to beat Platinum Angel, even though I think in almost all ways this is strictly better if you're playing white, but I just really love Platinum Angel. What a pretty horse. The king would like this one. I was thinking the same thing. Not going back. He must escape himself. Very old uncle tried to blow on a trumpet. He farted all his gases out because it was so hard to blow. Oh, I got a plank thing. A door? Sure, the proportions look weird for that to be true. Mr. Midnight, are you in there? Alright, let's go. Oh, no, wait, I have the pills back. It's not good. Oh, I'm gonna give it a minute. I want to make sure Letters is gone before I open the pills. Bad stuff happens every single time. Yeah, it's spooky here. It's very end of Little Misfortune, sure. Oh, I'm not even on the drugs, and I see a wizened old ant with a walking stick and some sort of pig pill bug creature. Hi, I'm Fran Bow. It's a really big insect. You're really very big ant. Who's there? Are you real? You always ask the same thing, always. I don't know what that means. What do you mean by always? Of course I'm real. Where did you come from? Escapade? I won't tell, don't worry. But what are you doing here? My cat is out here. He's Mr. Midnight. He's very good. I have to find him. A cat, you say? A black cat. With very big yellow eyes. Mr. Midnight. I see. I'm sorry, girl. Have you not seen him then? It happens that the cat was eaten, chewed up and swallowed. Nah, I don't believe that. The black cat came towards me in a hurry. I catch it, give it to my beetle pig. My beetle pig is hungry. My poor beetle pig hasn't had food in days. Blueberry time passed by and we ate them all. Can't you see, Mr. Midnight is the only friend I have? Everything is wrong. Little girl, don't cry. I can sing for you if you like. What will I do now? I don't know how it feels to be alone. I do know, yes, I'm the last one alive. Let me help you, yes? In what way can you help? The digestion is not so fast, you know. Maybe he's still alive in the beetle pig. Make it vomit? Kill the beetle pig. He is also the only friend I have left, but I need the meat. Wow, that's... Wow. This game, huh? We could put all we've learned from the Pinecone documentary to use here. You know, I don't think the Pinecone documentary happened to mention beetle pig. I'm curious now. Do it. You can kill the beetle pig. And I, Antonio the Greatest, shall eat the meat. Dude, I think somehow Palpatine returned, and this time in wizened old ant form. I mean, I could... Why is, like, the one item I still have a crayon? Okay, won't try that. What happens if I look at him in horror vision? Wow, that's actually considerably less upsetting than just like looking at those horrible creatures. And over here? Oh, cool, a key.
Curiosity be darned!
Oh, I like that. I'm curious. Otherwise, how will you learn things? Anyway, why won't you let me take the key? What are you?
What is the right question, but why would be more appropriate?
Well, I want it.
But that key isn't ours, and it isn't yours for sure.
It's good to have an extra key. This girl plays adventure games.
We couldn't care less. The affection towards you is simply none.
I'm Fran. You're very honest. I like that. I'm a person, Fran. Pleased to meet you. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'm a person, Vasco. Hello. I had a cat. He's missing now. I have to find him.
Really?
Yes, really. Now please give me the key.
Look, person, Fran. We came from the south, flying as always. One of us got curious about this key, then all of us got stuck here. And because of our long hair, we can't get loose.
Can I help?
We usually get stuck on trees, but we have something to fix that. A beautiful comb to comb our hair when we get stuck.
Give it to me. I'll comb your hair.
But there's a problem. A filthy thief took our comb, and now we're stuck forever.
If you find the thief in the comb, you'll get the key. Yeah, what does it look like?
A rat. A filthy narcissist rat. He took the comb and make himself beautiful. Do you think this rat beautiful?
We couldn't do much, so we ran away with it. Please find it and free us from our curiosity. I'll pay the rent. Okay. This is not the screen I thought this was. Don't remember passing that. I think the rat is holding a peach cookie, probably, but no one knows where it came from. Oh, and that ghost has gone. The drum says Janth, and I have no idea why. Neither do I. Looks fairly normal here in horror mode. A little hedgehog. What kind of bird are you? You look like an owl, is that right? Your feathers are beautiful. Give me the axe. Whoa, the terrible axe. I will be a warrior and savior of things. I think I'm just gonna hatchet Beetle Pig. I mean, I could try to open this well. Scared the bird away, but I got a cool feather. It's a feather in my cap. It's a thing, that's an expression I know my mom hates. Make an entry. Oh, I solved the puzzle out of order. You know, the signage in this game is overall quite clear. Unlike many games I feel like I've played relatively recently. Probably go down there. I might have to do a murder first. Yeah, that's to be expected, I guess. The ant fell asleep. Okay, no big deal. So, does that mean I have to restrain this horrible creature and then kill it? It's just... can't see it at all, huh? I mean... I don't feel too bad about it if he tried to eat Mr. Midnight. That's obviously a crime of the highest order. Is there a way that I can kite him into something? Fran is infinitely more fun than Rosangela, which is a very low bar. Not only that, she's like legitimately a better adventure game protagonist. Like, she literally has a self-mantra that's like, it's just always good to have more keys. Like, that's like legitimately the mindset of like a good adventure game protagonist. Like, a normal person would be like, I don't need a key right now. But like, someone who like lives in an adventure game is like, awesome, more keys. What a joke, there's no hole inside. It must meaning something, otherwise it wouldn't be here. I mean, I agree with that, but what do you want? Use doodle on well? She sprinkles drugs on cakes just because she can? Yeah. Doesn't need a reason. I think I could, like, tickle that pig beetle? No. Okay. Think I could tickle this ant mentor? The threat is great! Great! Sir, wake up. I think the beetle pig doesn't like the idea of being killed. See, but that's completely normal, isn't it? It should cooperate. You have to give him the special berries, the blueberries. Where are the blueberries? I shouldn't say this to you, but I have the right connections. You have an in with women's lib, Ant? They live inside my house. They have the blueberries. My house is in that direction. Be careful. Did that sign just appear? Was that there the whole time? Cat! Cat! Look, Fran, I'm in danger. Aw, crap. Aw, jeez. Since I haven't named the cat that guards my house, every time I see it, I just shout cat, because I'm a totally normal person. Things not working makes me angry. Like, she's just a total pro at adventure games. She would be an excellent adventure game protagonist, and thus she is. I think I should come back to this, because I just don't think I immediately have a solution. It's very upsetting. Where's the Grab-O-Matic? I know, it'd be so good. Good night, Mrs. Moon. It's very sweet. How is everything? You're very pretty tonight. I think you might scary, but it's alright. It's a tiny little house. There's no smoke coming out of the chimney. There seems to be like an entire whole mushroom in the way. Knock knock? This must be the ant's house. It seems to be open, but very stuck. The power of destruction will take it down. That's very good. Oh, hang on. Give me a doorknob. A door handle to handle big problems. Yep. Okay, is this like a paste brush? It's firmly attached to the door. The power of destruction will deal with this. No? Okay. Well, I'll take some glue anyway. Yeah, I feel like that's a thumbnail. Combine door handle with door. Nah, we already fixed the door. That's a free door handle for later. It's always good to have an extra key, you know? What's this? Underpants? The best thing about that thumbnail is there's actually nothing horrifying on the screen at the moment that happens either. Maybe Sir Ant likes to drown tiny monsters in there. What kind of tiny creatures would bother a creature so small as an ant? I mean, obviously he's a particularly big ant. What is this over here? A house for ants? Obviously, both the answer to my previous question and the contents of this little house is pine cones. Now, they appear to have the blueberries that I want. They're also little nightmares. Baby pine cones. So sweet. Can I just have it? So I have to torture these little guys. These are like twiddle bugs to the ant. Don't the twiddle bugs like live in Ernie's house or something? Do they still have twiddle bugs? Who has watched Sesame Street most recently and can tell me whether or not they have twiddle bugs? I don't think they do. I imagine that time has passed. I have like an entire axe. Well, I'm pretty sure axe would work here. Granted, it's not like a magnanimous solution, but I feel confident it would work. From the prophecy. I do have to say there is something kind of charming about the weirdness of, like, it's a documentary, you know, ants and pine cones, and then you, like, find ants and pine cones later, like, oh, I guess, sure. Lady Pinecone, what are you cooking? I have to trick him with glue, with a. Can I like? Your family is very nice. So if I like do this and then glue, no, it's not a timing puzzle. I thought maybe if I like got him away from the seat and then put glue on it and then he sat down and he'd get stuck there. I don't think I have what I need for this. Wish I could sleep with my kitty on this bed. So I thought ants never cooked their meals. I have to be honest, I never gave that much thought. Other than the fact that they don't, you know, normally have like tools or fire. Door is missing something. A knob. I made a door. I wonder where it will take me. I mean, not here. I don't think. That's a very different looking room. Can I have, what is this? Not taking that bag with all those ants on it. That's fair, I don't really want that either. Kill them with axe? Nah, body spray would probably be a better axe for this scenario. That's fair. It is awful here. It's very bad. My goodness, a pest exterminator and he's dead. Yeah, he got overcome by his work. What was that? You have tons of ants on you. I think they're trying to steal your bag. Let's put that away. Can I have the lantern? Can I retrieve the lantern by throwing an axe at it? Can I dislodge, like, the shell for the meat or something? Can I axe the underpants? Can I... The door fit on the tiny house? Even if it did, wouldn't that just trap me from it? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense in a way. Oh, I just had to click the bench, I guess. No, now that I'm here, I can't... Oh, she wants the meat. Okay. Will the ants be drawn to the meat? What kind of ants are they? Do I need to tenderize this meat? No, that's fine. More meat? I already got one piece of meat. That's enough meat. Just to be clear though, lamp does not work that way. Just thought it might look good. No, that's totally fair. I just like, it makes sense to put it there. From a puzzle solving perspective, I don't know what I would expect that to do. That's just very horrible. The bag is mine! Okay. I got a rat trap and some sort of card. It is an exterminator card with a phone number for John Plummet. 714-21728. Poor tiny monsters. What would I do? Do I need bait for the trap? Or is the trap in and of itself something I can use to deal with this horrible little pinecone man? If I just like put it on the floor? It's alright, but I really need those berries. Now Mom is hitting me. Okay. You're very rare. Selena Gomez would agree. What I do about that? Sorry, what does it call this? Worn ticket. Really? She's distracted. Oh yeah, maybe I could do the thing earlier where like this is sufficient. Felt like that required a smarter solution, but that's a good shot there, Neko. It was like on my mind earlier, but when we had to do a puzzle the other time, I was like, no, surely I have to do another puzzle. Okay, cool. So now we give the blueberries to the pig guy and then murder him, and then we get... Oh, hi. Wait. I am not in nightmare mode. That is a real physical meat ghost in a veil. Okay, bye. Good night, Miss Moon. Hello, enemy. Enjoy these berries. Now, enjoy death. Whack. Well, I found the thief. You're not my cat. Oh, miss, you saved me from misery. Where is Mr. Midnight? I assume you're feeling disappointed. Who are you looking for? My lovely cat. Oh, Miss Lady, I'm not very fond of cats, you know. A black one with very big yellow eyes was trying to catch me. My cat is also black. Wait, maybe that cat is my cat. Oh, my lady, if he is, he's the one in trouble now. What happened? I can show you. Follow me, please. It's not far from here. Oh, that's a friendly rat. He has no interest in seeing the cat again, but he's like, yeah, I'll help you out. Here we are. Somebody took him, miss. They just disappeared. Be more specific? I wish I could. It looked like the earth swallowed them. If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. I'll be around. Actually... Did you steal a hair comb? Ah, the hair comb. The shiny, beautiful hair comb. Can I have it? Please? Alright then, but can you please comb my hair first? Yeah, totally. Yeah, I could comb your hair. What a handsome rat. Hold on. While we're still on the screen. Let me figure out where I put this on the... Here it is.
Squeak, squeak.
There it is. Very good. Thank you, my lady. You're very kind. Yeah, this is a good rat. He's a good one. So we gotta get in the sealed up well somehow. How are you doing mentally? The beetle pig is dead now, sir. Thank you. Now we eat. There was a rat. There was no cat inside the beetle pig, but a rat. I'm sorry, my eyes are very old, you see. I also have heart problems and a bad back. I suffer from narcolepsy and comb the hair. What do you mean won't? What do you mean won't work? Use it on the faces? Here is your beautiful comb, misters. There. Oh my god, it's so happy. It's so happy that this has happened. Oh, friend, the person, you finally did it. Hope the key opens the door you want to open. Now we fly south at last. Goodbye. Goodbye, shiny misters. Have a nice trip. Now that we've gone into the horrible, spooky woods, this game is a lot more cheerful. It was really bad in that asylum. Things are looking up. I don't really know what to do. Hello, tree. Oh yeah, Neko had observed that she liked that when the ghost disappeared from the other scene, Fran waved, which I did notice and also enjoyed. Okay. So... like, look at horrible nightmare mode of the outside of the... Oh, it's just dirt here. And when you go inside, it's like full of horrible ants, you know. Kind of surprised, like, the moon isn't trying to eat us on this side. Oh, it's the skeleton of the rat. Who did this to you? Was it my kitty? Yeah, but he's fine. But he's not. Now, I get the conceit that, like, the horrible medication that was given to us, like a cipher to understanding inner trauma, like inner demons exposed externally. I don't know that I fully grasp how it is that we're, like, turning off the effect of drugs, because that's not how drugs or things work. So... Oh, wait a minute. If I use the key on the door of my own making... What a curious little door. I wonder where it will lead me. To Act 2, it looks like. Mr. Midnight, are you here? Oh, I don't... Okay, that looks... Oh, that looks very bad. Chapter 2, Part 2, Double Personality. Really? Chapter 2, Part 2? Okay, we seem to be wearing a Mr. Midnight hat. There's also a painting of a black cat here, which could be good news or bad news. I didn't read that dialogue. It's definitely some Alice in Wonderland vibes for sure. Agreed, Crit Twitch. What's this? A hat? Mr. Midnight? Oh no, your head, kitty? Wait, this isn't my kitty. What a weird hat. Anyways, I have to find my kitty. I hope you're here somewhere. Oh, there's a... Nope. Welcome home, beautiful kitten. We hope you like your new bed. Be nice and eat your food, love. Clara and Mia. This isn't home. I guess they thought I was a cat. They can't love me. They don't even know me. Don't love me. I'm the boost. Close the window so the cold wind stays out. Okay. Kind of thought I could look out the window, but sure. It's fun to see what people have in their homes. Weird takeaway, but fair enough. Can I have a knife? And honey? And a handkerchief? And a spatula? And some cookie? No. Nothing else? Nope. Oh, the baking soda is acceptable. It's always made the biggest cupcakes. A pine cone. I don't dare touch it. Maybe it'll attack me. Mr. Midnight, those girls, they took my kitty. Firewood to keep the chimney warm. That's one way to look at it. Cooker for cooking, you know, like a cook. My mom told me how to use this. Can I... Feels like I could burn my entire face. That's true. Hey, what's going on over here by the bed, by the way? Is it just like eviscerated fish and sauce? Kind of hate that for me. Oh. The pills are especially bad here. Hello, little baby. What are you doing here? Nobody loves you, but you're so pretty. I like you. At least you're on the wall like a picture so everybody can see you. See, you're very comfortable there, little baby. Did your mommy drop you? Bet she did because she was sick. It's not your fault. Ugh, it is horrible here. You seem fresh. Are you still alive? Clever little baby, you took your placenta with you. This room is very bad. I don't like it here at all. The placenta is like a jetpack of blood and nutrients. Nah. No. Thanks anyway, but nah. I'm not really sure what metaphorical thing we're doing in reality here. Oh, there's like a cool note over there. I don't know that we're making that jump. I need a bridge. I don't got that. I got a crayon and like an old business card. I have so much inventory space. Just kind of curious what the bounds of this transition, so it just dumps me on the floor. Okay. Guess I'll go left then. Okay, there's a lot of meat in photos, which is kind of a weird vibe. Just doesn't bring me any good memories. Nor I. Dancing Teddy, but he doesn't have shoes. Does have a tie. That kind of looks like... looks grim. They don't smell. They must be plastic flowers. Matches! Yeah, we're playing an adventure game. Get dumpstered. So that's not going to make a bridge. If only we had like a guitar, we could play ourselves a bridge. Is that the type of solution we're likely to find in this game? No? The window is locked. The sink is functional, which is mildly unexpected. I won't sit down. Can't slow down. Okay, what can we have here? Take a weird little seed. Won't take anybody else's food. Not all of it, anyway. You insane? Those twins are eating those beans. Pepper. Good for seasoning the soup. Salt. A very good ingredient. We're definitely making a potion or soup or something. There was a pink bow in the cupboard. Oh. You're right, but it's not interactable. Also, you can only sort of observe the greatness of the bear. You can't pick it up or anything. So... I mean, like... If I just, like, dropped the seed in the gross water... There's no hitbox for the water, so I have to try some other stuff. Is that a hitbox? Ah, there's one spot I can interact with. Now what? Now what? Oh, okay, I made it into a flower. Not what I was going for, but that'll do something, I guess. Magic blue rose that grew in the water. Guess it matches the one on our dress. I don't know that that does anything for us. Like a skull or a lamp or something? That was a man's head. Don't really know what the deal with the window is. Did I look at the horrible version of this room? Oh, it's the same. That's mildly curious. I really want to, like, pick the stool up and put it in my purse so that I can, like, use it as a bridge. I'm not seeing a lot else here that could be used as... Oh, I can't actually go out this way. Okay. Oh, that's... There's a picture of a naked woman enjoying a blue rose on a moonlit night in the water. Could be us. There's a little house on an island. Some tea. Some more tea that's full of flowers. Sugar in all different colors. Chocolate cake, my favorite. Should I? Well, someone might have drugged it for no good reason. Apparently that's a thing that's going around. Yes, the twins from The Shining. Or something close to it. I wonder if any friendly animal would like to fly with us. That would be a new experience. I got a vase to put flowers in. Has some ashes inside. That sounds grim. Let's combine that. No? Okay. Do I need to fill it with water first or something? Firewood in line to be burnt. Now I understand what the deer wanted back in the hospital. Do you? Is that what we think the deer wanted? Was to be mounted on the wall? I could burn things here. Things I don't need. I mean, you could. That's so strange that does just like every place in this place lead to that one weird, inexplicable, like prison from Dark Knight Rises or whatever? I guess I might as well try scooping up some water in that vase to see if that... Oh, you know what? I'm probably meant to get water from the tap, like a normal person. Oh. It wants me to use it as a pile of ash. Like, it's a vase, and she said it was like a vase to put flowers in, but, like, that is not the intended use. What would I do with that? Guess we're going upstairs. Just give me, like, extra ominous, like, Maniac Mansion. Oh, cool, a whole broom. Okay. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Really unclear to me how it's coming together. Red rose in a painting. Drawer open. What is inside? It is some black candles. Cool. A horrible ritual. Delightful family portrait. Which one? Which one caught your eye, Critwitch? Needed for your entryway. Monster who likes ghosts. This actually kind of looks like that famous poster for Wicked. You know how, like, recently, hashtag dating the stream, that was showing me like a week ago or something. The actress playing the Wicked Witch, what's her name? Like Elphaba? In the Wicked movie, like got big mad at the internet because like someone edited one of the promotional posters for that movie to look more like the original sort of like iconograph style of like the Broadway poster, which like hid her face, and she's like, everyone's trying to erase me, and the internet's like, no, they're trying to make it look like a famous promotional thing. Hold on a second. There's like a whole room there. Okay. That didn't seem friendly. What is this about? Okay. Didn't look like I was gonna reach that with my hand, but okay, that's just an attic access. I thought it was like, I don't know what, something horrible. It's that monster. It's so much blood. This looks like a very old painting of some twins. I wonder what the deal is with the doll heads and the roses. Something friendly, I'm sure. Hello, doll. Who caught you? Hope that never happens to me. Oh, that's just foreshadowing. Guess it doesn't need to happen if I'm clever enough. See, that's victim blaming. Get some tweezers, sure. Perfume smells like teenagers. Sure. A mirror, but why isn't my reflection there? Ah, shoot, we're a vampire. Is there a keyhole in this mirror? Well, that's interesting. I suppose arguably the broom could act as a bridge, although I do find it unlikely that that would, like, successfully work. Nah, it's probably not long enough, huh? Oh, it's longer than it appeared in my inventory. Looks stable, she says. Yeah, don't agree. It was worth a shot. Don't know what that does for us. Bad piece of broom. Well, now it's just, like, gone? What was the purpose of that? Now I'm down at the bottom of the stairs. Do you need tweezers to pick up an entire half a broom? I'm just gonna... we didn't go this way. Oh, that's unfortunate. My goodness, the smell. Jan's The Blueberry Tree Volume 2. Antonio the Greatest. Oh, so that was his drum. The old man. Is that the big ant from the woods? Could be him, only a bit younger. I saw his name earlier. That's true, we did. The record player. Wonder if it works. Is that a real owl? Is that the same real owl from before? Owls and cats are a bit alike. Both are curious, both like to kill mice. Both are good companions of witches. Very true. Good night, Keen. Hope you've enjoyed some of this horror show. It's among the... It might legitimately be the scariest game I've played on the channel, to be honest. A typewriter. And it works. I guess I could write something, but there isn't any paper. A good writer has to know what to write about. We should write a letter to Grace. Many books and things on the shelf. So, we're seeing ghosts of, I think both, but at least one of the twins who are depicted in the various portraits around the house. So who put us here with a cat hat on? Many tiny paintings. And there's a cat. Stairs end in a wall? Maybe that was the door I made, and now it disappeared. Okay, that's fair. Sure. Not sure I know why this place exists or whatever. I didn't do this, did I? Right, it's the same in every room in the house. I don't know what to do about that broom. What if I dissolved a crayon? I just want to say for the record, she said it looked stable before I walked on it. It's not, like, entirely my fault. What if I won't light the candles? I assume then that I have to put the candles someplace that makes sense first. Like, I have a bunch of cool stuff to do, like, inventory puzzles with, but I don't really know what sort of thing they want from me. Yeah, understandable. It's bad. There's some, like, red Christmas lights. Been enjoying this. I definitely don't... I certainly don't close to hate this. It is very upsetting. And I definitely would say that I don't enjoy it as much as Little Misfortune. But that's like a really high bar, in fairness. That's true. I guess we never did end up using the cake. It sort of escaped my mind because we so rapidly transitioned from the end of the hospital to other places. I do like multiple solutions. Don't know that, other than that, I had noted anything that works that way. But like I actually think is a good sign where like just the thing that made sense to me to do worked out well enough that I didn't even have to like consider other options. Like in a game where there are multiple solutions, I feel like that's a good thing, because like it means that you weren't randomly trying stuff. You just found a solution that made sense and the game made it work, and there were just other ways to do that. Like that's like, I think that's a good showing for that. What would act as a bridge that isn't... Like, I just don't... Is this a thing where, like, I don't know enough about baking chemistry? Like, if I... Like, the baking soda is supposed to do something just by itself with the water? Haven't checked. That's a great point. I did forget about the attic when I got dropped downstairs. I thought I had explored all the rooms, but you're totally right. I opened the attic and then just fell downstairs. Feels bad already. This is unsettling. Yeah, okay, you want matches. Wasn't totally sure about that. Do you want to make candles or just use a match? Use match on... Oh no, there's like a pull thing. Click. Oh man. It's a big umbrella. It could act as a bridge. Not sure if it's actually sturdier than a broom. Toys in the attic will always carry sadness with them. Mr. Rat, it's time to get up. Just one hat. Did the twins grow old and die? Then why are we seeing, like, young girl ghosts? Foxy, no. I wish I could take you out of here. Is that a scorpion? I like my own dress, but those are pretty, too. Dusty mirror and some other things. A lot of tiny stuff. Pretty doll. I like the hairstyle. This rabbit seems like the one from Monty Python. Oh, man. You absolutely hate to see it. Oh, babies, who sewed you two together? Well, that sucks. Why is a great question. Could be Resident Evil 7. I don't think I know anything about a Resident Evil with a number that large attached to it. Other than, what's the one that has the big lady that the internet reacted to? Is that 7 or 8? I mean, I thought I was going to see something like that in the cage. We didn't even get there. I want to check the nightmare mode, but I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to fall. Tweezers on cage. That's 7. Okay. Well, I didn't actually gain any new insight as to what to do up here, huh? I won't put my hands inside the box. Oh, I can talk to this. Mr. Midnight, are you here? Kitty? Meow. I'm here for you. Don't be scared. Fran, is that really you? Oh dear, finally. Let me see you. Oh, Fran, I'm so happy to see you. I missed you very much. I had dreams about you, and here you are. Thank you for not giving up. I love you, my friend. Oh, I love you too, Mr. Midnight. I really missed you. Oh, dear Fran, how did you find this place? After those people took you away into the woods, I tried to follow them. But after a while, I got lost. My senses were too weak to track you. Tried to catch some food to recover, but something happened. Somebody took me and put me in this cage. I'll open the cage. You need to get to Aunt Grace. Fran, I'm very tired. I wish this was all just a bad dream. We're gonna get through it. Everything's going to be fine. We just have to get out of here. Fran, can I ask you something? Yes? Did you feel my presence in your dreams? Yes, I did. You told me to take the medicine and find you. What medicine, Fran? It wasn't really me talking to you. I think somebody was helping us get together. Every time I had dreams about you, I felt the presence of something else. A presence? From what I felt, it wasn't human, but it was really peaceful and kind. That's magic! Great to have somebody else taking care of us. Fran, did you hear that? Did you... Well, I'll see what it is. I'll try and find the key to free you. I love you. What do you think the bad noise was? Actually, hold on. I feel like we will accomplish 2 tasks with 1 stone. Shortcut. Oh. You scared me. I thought nobody was living here. There you are. We were waiting for you. Where's your head? Waiting for me? Why? It's you, the precious being from the other world. Who would ever believe us? I am confused. Fran Bow, that's your name, right? And your mom and dad died tragically. It was very brutal, wasn't it? And now, you really want to know who killed them, right? How do you know this? We simply have to know. We are part of this world. But don't be sad. Bad things happen to us all the time. I wish I was at home. Don't wish for things that can't be done. Find solutions and answers. Interesting. I don't know if that's meant to be like a core theme of this game, but I have noticed that like a lot of the dialogue options have been exactly that. Have either been like dwelling in the negative feelings that you have, or proactively seeking a solution to the negative situation you find yourself in. I don't see a solution. Pain I feel is so great. I don't see any solution. I can't forget the pain I felt in a dream. Drink some tea and eat some cake. It will make you feel better. Who told you about me? Thank you, but I need to know. Who told you these things about me? Are you scared, little Fran? Yeah, it sucks here. This conversation is making me confused. You haven't asked about your cat yet, Mr. Midnight. Very odd for a girl who loves her cat more than anything else in the world. Yet you look so calm after finding him in a cage, hungry and scared. Shouldn't be us trembling in fear of you. I love him! That's why I'm here. I didn't mean to be rude to you. You want him back? Unlock the cage. He's hungry and thirsty, please. Before we set him free, tell us how you came here. Long story. I escaped from a place, a very ugly place. They open the heads of children to find out what's wrong with them. Bill told me a secret, and I was clever enough to find the way out. And then I came to the woods and met a giant ant. I killed a bug, and it was terrible. And then I met a rat who wanted to get his hair done. Then I made a door, and the door took me here. When I entered the door, something happened. I don't remember anything else. Oh, and I saw a real pinecone family. That was before I came here. They live in Mr. Antonio's house. They like berries. I saw flying insects that got stuck in the trees because they have long hair. That was also in the woods. And now here I am, looking for Mr. Midnight. That was some adventure. How old are you, Fran? The game implies that I am 10 years old. I'm gonna turn 11 soon, and you? We're 16 years old, much older than you, so you have to obey us. Don't tell me what I can't do. Open the cage. You haven't even asked our names. That's not polite. You shouldn't wander around someone else's house without permission. Are you stupid? A stupid little girl with no family at all? I'm not stupid. I'm smart. Very smart. Not stupid. I do have a family. I have Aunt Grace and my kitten. Why are you crying? Because if you are, you'll get in trouble. If you don't do exactly as we say, you and your cat will die. Do you understand? You don't scare me. You idiot, you asked for it. If you don't do what we ask, bad things will happen to your cat. We will force you to kill him with your own hands. Toad's evil. You are evil and poisonous, but I'll do what you say. Good, now listen to us carefully. We need you to perform a magic spell on us. Do you like magic? Annie also did magic. Magic is magical. Truer words never spoken. Who doesn't like magic? Anyway, this magic is very powerful and dangerous. Here's the recipe. Be very careful and precise, or terrible things can happen. Sweet! Summon the old lost body! Lost in darkness, lost in tears, your body becomes alive through the hand of the one angel that decides to bring you sorrow. You will need the heart of a frog, the head of a virgin, the hair and blood from a black cat, a pentagram made of ashes, a burnt body of a fox. Well, that sounds bad. Some of that stuff I definitely don't want to have. This must be cooked together inside a pot or cauldron with plenty of water. When you're about to drink the potion, repeat these words. Mechaleka hi, mecha hiney ho. Cool. Do it yourselves? We can't do it. It would kill us, you see. We weren't like this before. We used to be two different people in two different bodies. What happened? One night, a long time ago, something appeared before us. We thought it was an angel, but it definitely super totes wasn't. Oh my god, definitely not an angel. It was very bad. He decided that we should spend eternity together. Oh god, that's like a genie wish. Ugh. He cursed us to be like this, but we never understood why. We have a spell to bring him back. We'll do that later, when we're no longer attached to each other. And show him that he's powerless and that he'll regret it. That's messed up. We're going to gather some things you will need for the ritual. Because you've been a very nutty girl, you won't even be able to talk to your cat. You'll have to wait until we come back. Let me talk to him. Let me give him some food. No, you can't. And Fran, do you see this key? Can you imagine what can be opened with it? Can you, you silly girl? It's always good to have an extra key around. Eat the cakes. Caramel sauce. That's good. I like caramel. Delicious and beautiful. I have a knife, right? I can't cut the cake? What's it made out of? God, the noise picking up this knife is savage. Apparently I can't literally eat the cake, but it's sort of implied. She says that they're like tasty, so we'll just imagine that she did and that there's just so much of it that you just can't tell by looking at it. Now this game like auto saves or whatever. Does it have like a menu? Ah, good. Ah, manual save. Good. Kind of wish I knew about that earlier, but that's... Oh, look! Look! Look at the drawing! It's here! The drawing is with us always. Actually eat the cakes if you click enough. I could eat the whole thing. Does like a particular one work? Doesn't seem like... Cupcakes specifically. My mouth is watering. No one will notice if one little cupcake is missing. Oh, yeah, look at that. No, that was worth having looked up or whatever. What are you doing over there, Neko? Are you looking for spoilers? Life is Complete. Life is Complete sounds like a much better game than Life is Strange. What's weird is I thought for sure that like the baking soda and the candles would be part of a ritual, but they sure don't seem to be. Kind of thinking of trying to end the stream there after just getting assigned like a whole new task, but I feel like I should go a little bit longer because I want to finish the game this weekend, and we got a late start because the universe hates me. Not as much as it hates Fran Bow, so I guess that's some good perspective. Oh, hi, hello. It's him again. I haven't taken my pills. Let me open the window. You know what they say, when Bob opens a window and disappears, something about a door. Also, I've decided that guy's name is Bob because it makes that joke kind of work, but not really. Hello, Frog. Hey, you. Who's speaking? I'm a toad. I have to tell you something. What's that? You're in great danger. Don't trust the girls. Ribbit. Why do you say that? Look, girl, I'm a toad, and I know I can swim away from this place. But they won't let me. Every time I try to get out of here, I magically return. This house is like a huge magnet. A toad and cat magnet. They love us. But not to give us love. Just to use us. Don't trust them. Don't worry, I won't trust them. They gave you a recipe for some kind of magic, right? Yes, they did. You see the dead girl in one of the rooms? That could be you if you try to do it. She tried, but she did it wrong. What do you recommend, Toad? I'm not a clever toad, but if I were you, I'd be creative. Please save us all. I really want to get out of here. It sucks here, I don't know if you noticed. Rusty old bicycle in the middle of an island. Yeah? Oh, I can't talk to Mrs. Moon or whatever. Oh, I got a plank. I think it's implied that that might be sturdy enough for... Oh, a different location. Doubters need the truth on paper. Doubters need the truth on paper. Okay. Sister is trying to catch me, but I ran away. The veins on the ground are a bad touch. Let's go in here. I'm not totally sure what to do with the broom or why it's like stuck there. It feels really weird to me. Let's see if this plank will plank the plank. If you know what I mean. Which I don't. Can't lift it. Nice. I like really badly want to make an adventure game that has like an achievement of like use every possible knife because like the knife could do like everything. Really want it. Okay. Man, that went bad so abruptly. I mean, luckily I kind of need what, his heart or something? Sure. I mean, I'll take this.
Yikes
Burn.
forever.
There's no fire. Do you have questions about something that happened recently, Crit Twitch? I feel like that all made enough sense. It didn't. It was bad. Can I like smother the fire with baking soda? No. Can't touch the bottle. I don't have like cloth or nothing. I'll come back for this. Some of the stuff in this game definitely has a vibe like Strangeland, if you remember that. I think we also played that like October 2 years ago. It's a good year for Halloween games. I wonder if there's like an actual like canonical explanation for why the entire house has like one madness zone and there aren't like reflections of each room, which has largely been the case up till now. Hmm. Hmm. Is there more stuff in here? Oh. I don't know how to interpret perfume smells like teenagers. I guess just because teenagers are the ones wearing perfume. That's interesting. But wouldn't it seems like it would, as Neko suggests, she thinks it's because we're in a well, because that's how we got here, is taking a magical door into the well. But isn't that kind of backwards? Like, wouldn't the normal world be the well, and then, like, the drug world be a strange house? But maybe that's meant to suggest that, like, we're... like, the psychosis is winning or something. They locked the attic. Yeah, that shouldn't surprise me. Not sure they expect me to get the cat blood. So much weird stuff. I don't really know what to do with a lot of this. Where is our hat, by the way? Made fire. Pot or a cauldron? Cupboard cauldron? Oh. Was I able to interact with that before? I clicked around on the shelf a bunch. That may have been activated after we were told to do the spell. Gotta fill it with water, huh? Start gradually boiling off that water. Maybe we could just like make soup. Wow, that water boiled really fast. Is there a way for me to like find an in-game recipe for soup and make that instead of the potion? It feels like a funny thing to do. I mean, I think she mentioned that like... Oh, that's weird. I didn't notice that before. The, like, differently colored patch here. Is that for the ashes? It's worked out great. I mean, that's one way of looking at it, I guess. I'm kind of missing, like, a lot of things that would make soup. I don't think soup is just salt, pepper, and water, but I am pretty stupid, so that might be true. I feel like I should take the spoon just to, like, manage whatever's going in there, even if I am making the potion. insane. I was storing these beans. Oh, I'm very stupid. You know, my mom just said in chat that I'm not stupid, but like, I literally have tweezers. Now, generally, in fairness to me, I think of tweezers as being used to pick up a small thing, not like... I feel like tongs is more like the thing I'd expect to pick up a big object that I can't touch. Hang on. Revealing the true soul. The world hides the truth from you. Work your soul through life, and you will understand the purpose of this act. If you try to corrupt this essence, your soul will be hidden, and you will never see the face of truth. To destroy an impure soul, or give freedom to those who are trapped, you will need blood from the executor of the ritual, 5 black candles, ashes to form a pentagram, a blue-bloomed moonlight rose, salt and pepper, hair from the person you want to bewitch. Well, yeah, we're doing pretty good on that front. We got 4 of those 6. Yeah, it took me a second, but yeah, it's crossed off the things we have. Draw a pentagram with the ashes inside a black and white square. Put a lighted black candle on every point of the pentagram. Fill a cauldron with water and put the other elements in and boil. Pour over the person you want to bewitch, and then repeat these words. Yumagoygoi Faidit Sound. Yumagoygoi Faidit Sound. Just knife on self. I need blood from... I guess we would be the executor of the ritual if we're doing the spell, huh? Really don't understand what the broom is about. Is there like a way I could have reinforced the broom so that that would have worked? Use on pentagram. Use on... Do I like... Is that like a particular stage of the... Black candle on every point of the... I don't like it though. I like solving problems with knife, but I don't like that. Second save, just because I don't like it. Ugh. Gross. Now I have some of my blood. Wish I still had those bandages. This is the first ingredient after all. There goes my blood. I hope it tastes good. Tra-la-la. Awesome. Then the 5 black candles and the ashes, and then the midnight rose. And then salt and pepper, and then hair. Alright, there's got to be some clever way for us to retrieve hair. Supposed to pour boiling water over the person we want to bewitch? Yeah! I mean, I think the idea is that the spell is that we threaten them with violence and scalding hot water, and they're like, alright, I'll do what you want, I'm bewitched now! I think use knife on twins is an alternate solution to doing any type of spell. I don't remember seeing like a comb or something in here. Just the rat comb. Totally normal candles. What if we like bewitched a doll? Tweezers to get... Do we still have the tweezers? No, they got disintegrated in the act of retrieving the frog paper. What hides the truth from you? Look your soul through life, and you will understand the purpose of this act. If you try to corrupt this essence, your soul will be hidden and you'll never see the face of truth. To destroy an impure soul or give freedom to those who are trapped. I'm only like 80% sure what I'm doing. Always a good sign when delving into magics you don't understand. It's just not entirely clear to me the specific purpose of this. Also, like, it doesn't help that it's like to destroy a bad soul or like do a good thing. It's like, well, that sort of language makes sense to me on a magic card where I'm like, where it's like choose a mode, destroy an artifact, or draw a card. But like here, I'm a little less clear on like, am I choosing that? Do I? Whose hair? What am I doing? I mean, it seems like it's probably the twins, but I don't know how to get their hair. I mean, I don't think they wore the hat even if I could access it, which I can't. A monster inside my head. Doubters need the truth on paper. I guess some people... Who wrote this? Some people believe you when it's written down. I like that this baking soda is like not useful at all. Would you like to draw? Would you like to draw it out? That's such a weird thought. Neko suggests using the typewriter to add some of their hair to the recipe they gave me. That could work. That's very esoteric. It is an implementation of truth on paper. I have to say though, like, I do appreciate where their head's at with this puzzle. I do kind of think they'll notice that. I feel like they might be able to tell that one of these things is not like the others. So then, do I like light? I can't actually, hold on. Does this say... You're about to drink the potion. This doesn't mention candle. Oh, hi. Here are the materials you need. I can't remember all the words. Well, learn fast. Well, hold on. Girl, I think you need help getting rid of that bag, and I can do it for you. But I may need it. No, you don't trust me. If you want to get out of here, the bag must disappear. I'll take it. You didn't see me. Bye. Okay, thank you, Frog. Thanks. I mean, I think that's the thing. I think if I had been able to talk to them, that would have seemed more obvious to them. I kept trying to, like, find them, but, like, as far as I could tell, they weren't available. Like, to me, that would have made that more obvious. Like, the truth on paper feels like there's multiple different ways you could think about that, so it didn't seem that obvious to me. Oh, okay. I was trying to find a hitbox for light the candles, but you just light the floor for some reason. So now I need to find them again, or else I can't, like, ask them for the... Okay, now they're back. They weren't here before, though, right? Just to be clear. No hair is needed. We know that. Look for yourself. It's written down here in the recipe. That's true. We're very easily swayed, of course. Cool. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yep. Just about ready. Give me 1 second. Maybe they would have appeared if you tried to talk to the cat. No, I did actually do that. And she was just like, nope, they locked it. That's mean. Is this on the water? Now the hair. Good. Just conveniently stop boiling. I should show the girls that the potion is ready. Do I need to, in some way, demonstrate that I've memorized the words, or was that just an excuse? I think what triggered them to return is I had already solved the puzzle. I agree with you that that's the logical way for that to come about, but I don't think it's the way the game is set up. I think you're supposed to solve it, and then in the act of solving it, you make them appear because then you need them to complete the whole thing. Hold on. You think they'll notice that we're, like, bleeding or whatever? Whatever, it's fine. Check it out, girls. Everything's ready. Let's go to the kitchen. Good, let's go. Cool. Nothing suspicious or wrong here. Sit down and close your eyes, ladies. Gonna go ahead and pour this whole garbage on you. Now I'll say the words. You magoi goi fighty tsao. You magoi goi fighty tsao. You magoi goi fighty tsao. Wait a second, that isn't the right spell. You've tricked us. Nah, it was the right spell. That's definitely the specific result that I wanted. Like, that's exactly what I figured would happen. What have I done? This isn't right. Anyway, I got a key. Anyway. Oh no! So anyway. Or I suppose alternatively you could do the game night thing of, yes!
It's somewhat effective!
Oh no! They died! What have you walked into? This is a grim, dark game about children, but not for children. It's Fran Bow, the spiritual predecessor to,
Forever.
yeah, exactly. Yikes forever, you know. Now, the issue is, does this key open both the cage and the attic? Yeah, we have to save the cat before the stream ends, I agree. But I feel like that is going to be our stopping point, probably. What is it, Fran? Open the cage. I can't. The key doesn't fit. Did you see another keyhole somewhere? Yes, in the mirror. I'll be waiting. Hurry up. The key was for this keyhole. And what's that? A puzzle? Nani? It must be part of the machine. What can I move? Guess I have to open this thing, but how? I can't use my inventory, right? Oh, what? What the heck? Oh, it's like a horrible sliding puzzle. Yikes. What do I need here? What do I need? No, that's not.
Forever.
That's not what I want. No. Nope, that's a bad sign. Okay. How about stamp collecting? What do you... Okay. I don't know what size of thing I need. What an esoteric... I mean, I'll grant you that this is less horrible than an actual sliding puzzle, but you have to understand what a low bar that is. Sliding puzzles are like the bane of the existence of all adventure gamers everywhere. So basically, if this doesn't make sense to you, which it shouldn't, I'm moving this brown square around. As I move it around, it's basically indicating what directions I could move from where it is. When I move my piece to where this gear is, it sort of slides into the space I was in. Yeah, maybe I need the big one there. Okay. Yeah. That shouldn't be too hard then, I think. No, that might be really annoying. Is there like a better way to do that? I think it's just a matter of like chaining this madness until I lose patience. Or alternatively... no, that doesn't... Does that work? No, it doesn't. I have to do this the other way. Last one's like always going to suck no matter what. I don't want to mess with the stuff on the left if I can avoid it, but I'm not really thinking this through well enough to know if that's required. I'm just kind of trying to brute force it, to be honest with you. Which, like, isn't the way to do this. Probably. Ugh. Maybe it's as simple as... And then I can, like, loop back around once I put that there. No, that doesn't quite work. There we go. Okay, jeez. Once again, that was the obvious outcome of that puzzle. And if I wasn't so completely exhausted, that might have taken me less time. I understood the principle, but, like, I just wasn't... At a certain point, I was just grinding metal. Okay, cool. So, some horrible skeletons. We broke the mirror. A new key. Sister promise. We, Clara, and Mia Bahalmet promise to revenge the unfair destiny Itward decided for. Oh, Itward's like a proper noun. Where did we see Itward written before? It was in a weird context. With blood and tears, we promise that we will kill him and bring our bodies back. We won't stand this any longer. Even though we are sisters, we hate each other, and we will always hate each other. Nothing will ever change that. But now with our bodies attached to each other, we can't complete our task. The strongest will live forever, and the weakest will die. Mother must die. They have the yellow pills. Two-headed doll must be really old. Pink rosette. Pretty hair decoration. Blue rosette. Like it very much. This must be to the key to the cage, finally. Sisters have a huge scar in the middle. Yeah, I mean, yeah. My mommy was very good. She hugged me many times. Same. Their mommy was not as good as my mommy, who is in chat. Hi, Mom. Mr. Midnight, I love you. Also, you're my cat. I think this is the key. It worked, my dear kitty. It worked. Come out and let me hug you. I'm really concerned that it's gonna, like, actually not be Mr. Midnight and it's gonna eat me. Hooray! We found Mr. Midnight! Hooray! Weirdly, there's more of this game, though. Oh, this feels so good. I'm free, friend. My very good friend. Time to go home. Let's go. Sure. This one. Need to get home, kitty. I hope the way back home isn't far. I hope so too, friend. I can help you. What the heck? What's happening here? The Stream Deck is... Now, normally when the Stream Deck's not working, it also gives me an error to indicate that it's not functioning. Like a little caution sign on the button. It has just become completely unresponsive with no... That's very troubling. What a fresh new problem for me to solve. It literally was working during the stream and at some point stopped working for reasons completely unknown to me. How very fit. God, it's so much later than I want it to be. Okay, well, we did save Mr. Midnight, which is great. I don't really know what else is going to happen, but I do assume that the second we get outside... I mean, I suppose we don't actually know how to get out of there because we came in through a magical door that no longer exists. That is a little bit of a problem, to be fair. But like, even if we do get outside, I imagine something extremely horrible is going to happen because, well, I don't know if you've been paying any attention, but if you have, you probably understand why I would guess that. So yeah, the plan is to play through this game through the weekend. I think we made about as much progress as I expected to. It just took a little bit longer because of the technical difficulties, which is like super cool. Very happy about all of that. Time management isn't already at an all-time low. Yeah, I got a room full of friends. None of them is Mr. Midnight, of course, but among the friends you can see, I've hidden some number of secret Squirtles. If you're able to locate a secret Squirtle, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. So I encourage you to look around and see where you think you might find a Squirtle. Because, you know, I'm sure you could probably use good luck just like me. Yet. What do you mean, yet? What thing did I say that could easily be appended with yet? Out of sheer principle, one of the foxes. Seems like a safe bet. That one's just like Tunic Fox. I think he's literally called Tunic Fox on his tag and probably in the game Tunic, from which he is from. Oh, Fox guesses are popular. We also have our Jack-o'-lantern. I'll see if we get any other guesses, but I'm looking to wrap up the stream because I gotta get up early tomorrow so I can prepare for Sunday. I know it sounds stupid, but that's what we're doing. Let's start over here. We have a Halloween pumpkin pail. It is also a bat. It's very good. You can see back here. I guess maybe you can't. Under Carlos and behind that was Donut Cat. A colorful cake that will not put you to sleep. Inside our basket, tiny little reversible angry narwhal, because I've been having a bad time. Let's see. One of our guesses was 4. Immediately knock everything down. Tunic Fox, who was concealing a Halloween friend, Spooky Evie, dressed as Driftblim. Oh yeah, little Norwal's a very angry guy. It's a big mood. And our other guest was behind Benjamin. Now Benjamin's a handsome, perfect specimen. Also a little on the skinny side. So nothing hiding there this time. But just while we're here, we've got our other Halloween basket friend hiding a more cheerful, reversible narwhal. The way I aspire to be. Our costumed cat companion, concealing our sparkly little spider, recent acquisition. And just to demonstrate proof of concept, we got some late guesses, sure. Behind Queen Naomi. Well, don't fall. All right, fine. We'll do it the other way. We did, in fact, have a Squirtle hiding behind our extremely enormous narwhal who's absorbing all of the light in the room. There is definitely a Squirtle behind Oob as well. I was really mad that that was visible because I swear it wasn't when I set that up before, and it's like super obviously there. But there's a Squirtle back there too. There are Squirtles to be found, and there will be tomorrow as well. We'll be back with more Fran Bow when I'm hopefully like at least 10% less irritated with my own existence. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. As expected, it's pretty grim. It's pretty dark. I'm mostly enjoying it. I'd say I'm enjoying it. It is very troubling. But for those of you who've stuck with it, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Whether that's for more of the wild ride that is Fran Bow, or for something a little less spooky starting next week sometime. I'd say there's a good chance that we'll take one of the days that I normally stream off next week. It's the sort of recovery from the 3-day weekend, and I could probably use a little extra time because life has been really struggling. But we'll probably still do something next weekend. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and remember that you are clawsome.